Good evening, I'm Dave Leno. Since tomorrow is Election Day, the state is urging Hoosiers to carry proper photo identification at the polls. A driver's license works along with photo ID cards that residents can purchase free of charge. If you don't have photo ID, the Bureau of Motor Vehicles will be open tomorrow throughout the day. The polls will be open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you're not sure where to vote or not certain which precinct you're voting in, visit indianavoters.com. As a programming reminder, Indiana Public Broadcasting has statewide election coverage from 8 to 10 p.m. airing live on WTIU. 3 straight quarters of corporate profit growth are giving companies confidence they can afford to invest in their workforces again. That's the opinion of Indiana Business Research Center Director Jerry Conover following the release of a survey by the National Association of Business Economics. The survey says better than 1 in 5 businesses created jobs during the first 3 months of the year. In particular, Conover believes factories are likely to need more workers to step up production. If so, he says Indiana's manufacturing-heavy economy is likely to benefit more than other states from any gain. The Department of Labor says Indiana added nearly 9,000 jobs last month, but also added 1,000 people to the unemployment rolls, producing a slight increase in the unemployment rate to 9.9%. A change in the way Indiana trains county coroners has its roots in a crash which killed 4 Taylor University students and a staff member 4 years ago. The crash made headlines when it turned out the identity of the lone survivor, Whitney Sirac, had been mixed up with one of the students killed. The mistake wasn't discovered until Sirac recovered enough 5 weeks later to assert her identity to relatives of classmate Laura Van Ryn as they kept vigil at her bedside. At the time, Grant County Coroner Ron Mowry was a former sheriff and mayor, but was one of 24 Indiana coroners without formal training in depth investigations. The Coroner's Training Board says all 92 county coroners have either been certified or have completed training and are awaiting that certification. A delegation from Turkey will be visiting the Hoosier State for the first time to consider purchasing Indiana hardwoods. The Indiana State Department of Agriculture will lead tours of 3 Indiana hardwood companies and host meetings with manufacturers. The ISDA says Indiana's hardwood industry generates $7.5 billion in value and employs more than 54,000 Hoosiers. Let's take a look at your weather forecast tonight. Mostly cloudy with a 60% chance of thunderstorms, lows in the lower 50s.